Picture a quiet evening in a dimly lit room where a person sits alone, seemingly at peace. Without warning, an eruption of intense flames engulfs them, sparing their surroundings, yet reducing their body to ashes. This bizarre phenomenon, spontaneous human combustion, SHC, has left both scientists and skeptics puzzled for centuries. Is it truly possible for a human body to ignite from within, or are there factors we have yet to comprehend? In this exploration, we'll delve into the enigma of SHC, examining documented cases, scientific theories, and supernatural explanations. From chilling historical accounts to modern forensic insights, we'll consider why this phenomenon remains a topic of fascination and mystery. Throughout history, accounts of spontaneous human combustion have mystified those who encounter them. Take the case of Mary Reeser, a 67-year-old woman discovered burnt to death in her Florida home in 1951. Only her skull, parts of her spine, and one foot were left. Despite the intense heat necessary to incinerate a body, her apartment showed minimal fire damage, aside from a few melted plastic objects nearby. How could such searing heat leave her surroundings almost untouched? A more recent example involves Michael Faherty, a 76-year-old man found burned to death in his Galway home in 2010. His remains were largely confined to ash, but his surroundings remained intact. An Irish coroner deemed it the first Irish case attributed to SHC, with no identifiable ignition source explaining the fire's selectivity. These cases share haunting similarities. The victim is typically alone, the fire seems intensely focused, and, oddly, some extremities remain while the rest of the body is reduced to ashes. These unsettling details beg the question, could there be an unknown cause at work, or is there a rational, if elusive, explanation? One prominent theory, known as the Wick Effect, suggests that SHC might be similar to a candle burning. Here, clothing ignited by a small flame, such as a cigarette, could act as a wick, while body fat serves as the fuel. This slow-burning process, akin to a human candle, can burn for hours, allowing intense heat to incinerate most of the body without igniting nearby objects. While this theory is plausible, it doesn't fully explain incidents where there's no apparent ignition source, nor does it account for the speed and intensity of combustion seen in cases like Mary Reeser's. Another hypothesis posits that high blood alcohol levels could make an individual more flammable. However, this theory has little empirical support and does not explain the rarity of SHC, as alcohol alone does not reach the temperatures required for combustion. Some scientists have speculated about metabolic or chemical reactions within the body. For instance, rare disorders or unique chemical imbalances might theoretically lead to an unusual buildup of body heat. However, there's currently no substantial evidence to support these ideas, and this remains an unproven avenue. When science fails to explain phenomena, supernatural interpretations often step in. In some cultures, SHC is seen as divine punishment, a form of cosmic retribution. Others propose that geomagnetic or energy field disturbances could trigger combustion. Though these ideas lack scientific backing, they reflect the human need to attribute unknown events to higher powers. These theories suggest that SHC may involve forces beyond our comprehension, forces that science has yet to uncover. Most scientists view SHC with deep skepticism, pointing to logical explanations rooted in forensic analysis. Experts argue that nearly all SHC cases likely involve overlooked ignition sources or misinterpreted evidence. Here, we'll break down some key scientific arguments against SHC. In several SHC cases, overlooked sources such as cigarettes or candles are later identified. Often, these small flames ignite clothing, leading to a concentrated burn fueled by the victim's body fat, while leaving surroundings mostly unscathed. Given that human bodies are largely composed of water, they are difficult to ignite without an external heat source. Cremation, for example, requires temperatures of 1,400 to 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit, achieved only with specialized equipment. The natural processes in the human body are well regulated to prevent heat buildup, making spontaneous combustion highly improbable. Forensic advancements allow investigators to trace minute details often missed in initial investigations. For example, items like cigarettes or candles are sometimes identified only after further inspection. Debunking supposed cases of SHC as accidents involving known ignition sources. SHC captures the public's imagination because it touches on primal fears and fascination with fire. A powerful symbol of transformation, power, and destruction. The notion that a person could erupt in flames from within suggests a latent, uncontrollable force within ourselves. Media and pop culture further amplify SHC's mystique, often sensationalizing cases as supernatural events. As a result, public fascination with SHC persists, even though the majority of cases can be rationally explained. This phenomenon exemplifies the power of mystery, where the unexplained becomes a compelling narrative that defies simple answers. Some scientists entertain the possibility that, rare as it may be, SHC-like phenomena could result from unknown metabolic or biochemical triggers within the body. Could certain genetic factors or rare reactions occasionally lead to a combustion-like effect? This speculation reflects the scientific openness to further investigation into metabolic processes. As science continues to probe the unknown, the door remains open for future insights into what may currently seem impossible. Is spontaneous human combustion a convergence of unlikely events? Or does it hint at forces science has yet to explain? Despite decades of investigation, SHC remains a chilling enigma that fascinates and unsettles. Skeptics argue that it is a myth, while others believe the mystery of SHC underscores the limits of our understanding. In the end, the phenomenon of SHC is about more than fire. It is a reminder of how little we know about the world around and within us. Whether science will one day provide a definitive answer or leave the question unresolved, SHC remains one of the most compelling mysteries that bridges the known and the unknown.